Hello, everybody. Welcome to, week 3. So I haven't had a chance to look at everybody's discussion posts, but I do tend to, if I get time over the weekend, to kind of look through them and kind of make sure nobody's having any major troubles. As far as what I kind of glimpsed at, everybody seemed to be doing what they needed to be doing. For those who are brand new to the program, please do not be intimidated by what you read the other people in this class post. At this point, honestly, even the ones that started with us last fall are going to have a different take on what they read and their interpretation of it, and it should be that way. Your interpretation on things that you take this summer or even next fall, you'll have a deeper level of understanding and kind of how this great big picture called school library fits together. So please don't think I expect you to write on that level at this point. I don't. I kind of take that into account as I'm kind of reading them. If you're one of those that's about to graduate or one of those that's graduating in a year, absolutely, I expect way more out of them than I expect out of the brand new ones or even the newish group. But the newish group, for those who have me in foundations, you guys are rocking it, by the way. So thumbs up on that. Okay, so let's see. This week, we're talking about grant writing. And grant writing is honestly one of those tools that some of you have used when you're in the classroom, and it's one of those things that will follow you right on across the hall into the school library. It's one of those ways that, depending on your budget, it may be the only way you get to purchase certain things for your library. I was very fortunate with Tulsa Public Schools to have a decent sized budget that was specifically for library, books, and technology, but there were still times that I didn't feel comfortable using that money to purchase literally graphic novels, every graphic novel that was ever written about Spider-Man or Superman. When I would look at what was going out, what was the most popular, those were the books that had the most holes. But I still didn't feel comfortable with everything else that I needed to purchase all of those and multiple copies of them. So I wrote a grant and got multiple copies of all the Spider-Man and all the superheroes, but specifically Spider-Man and Superman. So graphic novels. So that's just one of those things. You may also have a teacher who wants to do like small group sets. Maybe they're doing a unit and they want, like, they're in the 4th grade and they want some books that's on a higher reading level, middle reading level, and a lower reading level. I know whoever watches Over Your Money may say you can't buy more than 2 or 3 copies of a book. That was certainly the way it was with TPS. So any teacher who wanted to do something like that, I would have to write a grant and procure those books for them that way. So like I said, grant writing is just one of those ways that, we use to get things that we know we're going to use in the library. So technology is also obviously included in that. If you're in a big enough district, you may have, if you're fortunate enough, you may have like multiple carts of Chromebooks or iPads or a combination thereof, or laptops or whatever tools your district has chosen to purchase. But I know for my personal use that there are times that all of that had to be shared. They weren't mine. Those weren't bought with library money. But I never, even though I had library tech money, I never had quite enough money to buy like a whole class set of iPads or Chromebooks. So I, at one point, did sit down and write a grant 2 different times and finally got a full class set of iPads that stayed in the library. I never checked them out. We only used them in the library, so because that was the only way I was ever going to get those kinds of things to keep in the library. So I think that's it for grant writing. This week there's nothing major to read, meaning there's no journal articles, nothing like that. There are 3 different links that you click on, and it gives you various grants that are out there that you could use to buy things for your library. So you're going to need to pick one and kind of tell me what it is that you're going to use that grant to buy. And when you write the grants, of course, I always want to know, why do you want this money? What are you going to use it for? So you kind of need to give me an idea about what that is all about. Let's see. I think that's kind of the basic gist for this week. If you haven't started your long range plan, please start now. I know I said that last week, and you're going to hear me say it again next week. Seriously, if you haven't started now, like tonight when you get home, bring it up, look at it, and go, oh my gosh, there's a lot to do. So get going. Some people have sent me their vision and mission statements, and that's fine. I am gladly will look over them and kind of give you maybe tips on maybe what you need to change, or how, if you're going the right way, if you're not going the right way, I can help you modify them. That's one of those things, like I said last week, I don't want to give you too much information that will certainly sink your ship. But then again, if I don't give you enough information, you're floundering around without even enough water to stay afloat. So if you're struggling with that, let me know. I will, like I said, I have lots of resources. I only want to give it to those who need them and who want them. Okay, so if you send me anything to look at before you turn it in, Tuesday's kind of my day to kind of look over that stuff. So you need to send it to me. And I will certainly Tuesday, like I said, I'll look over it on Tuesdays, and then I'll get it back to you. If you send something to me over the weekend or on Monday, Tuesday I'll look at it, get it back to you. But then again, if you send it to me on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be Tuesday before you get it back. Okay, so I think that's it for this week. If you have any questions, like I said, just let me know. I hope everybody has a great week. See you next week.